Hey team, it's Dr. Gareth here from Fusion Health here again. Today we're going to be talking about how to eat healthily on a budget. One of the most common things that people tell me is it's really hard to eat healthily on a budget, and it's really hard to eat, it's really hard to organize it. So what Vicky, my fiance, and I have been doing for the last couple of months is we've really been working on how to eat healthily and really lower your budget. And one of what we've really achieved is we've lowered our budget by $80 a week for the last month or so. Now, there's a few things that we've done to do that. The first one being we plan. We make sure that we plan our meals before we go and do the food shop. So on the day of the food shop, we'll write out a food plan, then we'll write out a list of ingredients that we'll need for all of those meals. And we'll make sure that when we go and do that shop, we do it on a full stomach. So that when we're actually in the shop, we don't veer off the list. So my suggestion is to make sure that you write a food plan and you stick to it. And that will help lower the cost. The second thing that we've been doing is we've been introducing a lot more things like oats and rice into our meals. Now, for the last few years, I've really been avoiding things like oats because it would often make me feel sick and give me heartburn. And with some experimentation and with some research, I've discovered that if you ferment the rice and if you ferment the oats, it's a lot healthier for you. So all you have to do is soak the oats in a jar with some water and some vinegar overnight, and then cook it as normal. And what that does is it starts breaking it down so it's more easily digestible. And the other thing that we do is we add some fat. So in terms of the oats, we'll add a stick of butter into the oats as you're cooking it. And the bottom line is it makes it easier to digest, and it still gives you loads of energy. The second thing that we've been, or the third thing, sorry, that we've been doing is we've been working on how to lower the cost of protein. Now, meat costs a lot, and the three things that I suggest in terms of this is, one, to make sure that you buy whatever's on special, buy it in bulk, because obviously if you're saving $5 to $10 a kilo, then it's worth freezing it and buying ahead in time. The second thing is to add some vegetarian meals into your week. We've been having 2 to 3 vegetarian meals a week, which is something I would never have done because I didn't believe that you could get enough protein, and I was wrong. You can have paneer, you can have tempeh, tofu, you can have chickpeas and lentils, which all have plenty of protein. So add some vegetarian meals into your diet. The third thing is protein powders. Protein powder, while it's not as good as having real food, protein powder can lower the cost. So for us, we use pea protein. We go to the local health food store and we get a bag of protein, and we mix that into the diet along with things like eggs and stuff like that for our smoothies. The fourth and final tip that I have for that has helped us lower our food bill is to use the 80-20 rule. Now, what I mean by that is 80% of your diet is really good and 20% of your diet is kind of okay. So an example of this is tomorrow night we'll be having pizzas, and while that's not as healthy as some of the other things we're going to eat, by having a homemade pizza, it's really fun, we enjoy it, and it doesn't cost too much. And I would rather that you enjoyed the meal than stressed out by worrying about spending more money and it being high, which is going to be worse for your health than having having the unhealthy food. So hopefully there's a tip in there that you can use. Please feel free to send us any questions or any other ideas that you may have that will help lower the food bill. We'd really love to get your take on it. So please feel free to sign up for the blog if you haven't already done that, and please feel free to go to Facebook and like us on Facebook, comment, ask us questions. We really look forward to joining you in the conversation.